Peace and blessings, kings and queens, and welcome back to my channel. I first want to thank you for clicking on the video because you didn't have to, but I am so glad that you did. This video is not going to be a long video, but it's the start of something that I've been trying to do or trying to figure out how to do for a very, very long time. Well, at least, while I've been trying to, build and grow my YouTube channel and, trying to think of ideas and good content. And one that keeps popping in my mind is the start of each week, each work week, and how difficult it can be for some people. I think they call it the case of the Mondays. And well, I was just trying to figure out, like, okay, what am I going to say? How am I going to go about doing it? And a quote comes to mind from motivational speaker Zig Ziglar. And the quote is, "You don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great." And what I took away from that is stop thinking about what you want to do and just do it. You don't have to worry about the hows or anything like that. Just see the outcome, know that's the outcome that you want, and believe that that's how it's going to be. So instead of me sitting back trying to figure out how to get started, I'm just going to start. It is a little late on Monday today, and I do think I'm going to try to do this on, record it on Sundays and then upload it Monday morning, so it'll be, at the start of Monday instead of at the end of Monday. But the premise behind this video is still the same thing, and I think whoever watches this video will still get the same benefits throughout for the rest of the work week. So with that being said, like I was saying, it's called the case of the Mondays. And I haven't had a case of the Mondays in a very long time. Not since I changed my way of thinking and began my spiritual journey a long, long time ago. And I call it a journey because I don't see it ever ending, because you constantly grow and you're constantly, learning things. And I view life as a lesson or a blessing. And some lessons can be blessings. So that's just how I try to look at things. And, when you get to work, you hear, well, I hear people make the same comments day in and day out, every week. It's the same thing. And it starts Monday morning. Someone asks you how your weekend was, and you'll say, "Oh, it was too short." Someone asks you, how you doing this morning, and they'll say something like, "Oh, it's a Monday," or "I'm doing okay for a Monday." And then, Tuesday will roll around, and, people are, same old thing. Is it Friday yet? And I'm like, it's Tuesday. What are you rushing through the week for? That's what I'm thinking. And then Wednesday comes, and everybody know what Wednesday is. It's hump day. And, people are saying you got 2 more days into the weekend. And then, Thursday, they're like, is it Friday yet? And then when Friday finally comes, they're like, is it 5 o'clock yet? And I'm like, wow, you're rushing through your whole week. Even though you're at work, this is still your life. This is still precious time that you're spending complaining and just trying to rush through it. And like I mentioned earlier, like, I haven't had a case of the Mondays in a very long time, because I'm so thankful for Mondays, because they remind me that I have a job. And you have so many people out there right now, which they did have a case of the Mondays, wish they could wake up Monday morning and go somewhere to provide for their family, to bring in an income. Wish they had, a 40-hour-a-week job with benefits. And a lot of these people, I think sometimes, I don't know if they're just on autopilot and they're truly not living. They're just existing in the space and in this time. And they're not really absorbing everything around them. They're always rushing to get to the weekend. And I try to enjoy every moment that I possibly can. And I'm not saying that it's sometimes I'm just sitting there like, come on 5 o'clock, because I am guilty of that, but for the most part, that's not who I am. And, it's hard to sometimes live in that type of space when you have majority of the people around you constantly complaining. And, sometimes I find like if you're too positive, or, you try not to be a negative person, then people think that you're weird. Like, since when is positivity and happiness and gratitude and being thankful a weird thing? That just amazes me that people think that way. So, I just want you guys to take from this to, be thankful that you have a job, and try not to rush through your work week. Try to find something beautiful every day. Try to embrace the challenges. So when you do get your success, you can appreciate them that much more. And if you're truly at a place where it makes you that unhappy, where you're complaining every day, then maybe you need to think about finding another job. And I know a lot of people say, well, that's easier said than done. It really shouldn't be. And this kind of goes back to the video that I made the other day about creating your reality. It should be as simple as, an example being, if you have a skirt, you've set out a skirt to wear for the day, and then you realize that, no, you think you should wear some jeans or some pants, and you change your mind. You changing your circumstances should be just as easy as you changing your mind and believing that your circumstances are different. Whether your job is not paying you enough, or you just don't like your coworkers, or you're just not getting along with your supervisor, then change your circumstances, change your mind. So like I said, this isn't going to be a long video, because I could make it long. When I'm passionate about something, and I'm really passionate about spirituality and healing and just finding your purpose and joy and being thankful, I can just talk about that stuff all day long. So to wrap this up, I'm going to end this video with a quote from Buddha, and it says, "Each morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most." Start small with your changes. You don't have to, run out the gate. I'm a strong and firm believer in, you have to crawl before you walk, you have to walk before you run, and you have to run before you fly. So I know change can be difficult to some people, but just take it slowly. Instead of saying, oh, it's Monday, when someone asks you how you're doing on Monday morning, just say that you're blessed. Say that you're thankful. And say that you're happy that you have a job, because it's so many people out there right now that don't have a job. And when I think about that and I keep that in mind, that always keeps me grounded and level-headed and in a state of gratitude. That's what my journey is about, just constantly being in a state of gratitude. So, on that note, create something amazing this week, and take care of yourself and be blessed.